For years now, musicians have felt disempowered. We can't go to fans and explain to you all how we feel about royalties and the complexities of the music industry because that's just really a turnoff. We also can't go complain to the industry, to the streaming services or the record labels because they don't understand artistry as much as they do business. And even lawmakers are hard to talk to. It's difficult to have access to lawmakers or have an opportunity to speak up or speak about the things that musicians care about when trying to make a living. So in my opinion, that's where unions come in. What up world, it's your homeboy WordPlay TJ, and I'm back with another video for you. This time around, I'm gonna talk about why unions are important. Stay tuned. Since I did my last video on unions, I have joined two of them. So I've joined the American Association for Independent Musicians, and I've also joined the United Musicians and Allied Workers Union. Both of these organizations are great, and I find myself yelling at my phone or yelling at my computer screen whenever I see somebody on the internet talking about why musicians don't have unions. The fact of the matter is we have a lot of unions, and I talked about it in my video that I made just a few months back. So why is this a problem? In short, there's not enough awareness about musicians' unions and their existence. Also, many of the organizations that I'm a part of, at least, have only started within the 2000s. There are musicians' unions that date back to the 1900s, but that's not something that is commonly known to everybody. What's even more concerning is that these unions don't have a big membership. If we're to compare unions, SAG-AFTRA, the union for actors and other media personalities, that union has more than 100,000 members. It's no wonder why when there was a writer strike or an actor strike, everybody turned out, everybody stopped working, and they got what they wanted. They were able to stop the industry, halt the momentum of the industry, halt the sales of the industry, and make sure that they got a contract and they were heard. So as I talk about unions in the present, let me go ahead and tell you how unions have been disempowered in the past years. So unions have been around since the 1700s, and fast forward, Franklin D. Roosevelt signed the National Labor Relations Act. That bill allowed workers to come together and organize. And in the same time, he signed in a minimum wage for workers. But in the 80s, good old skepticism comes in, and Ronald Reagan starts to dismantle unions in this nation. In 1981, he fired hundreds, if not thousands, of air traffic controller workers that worked for the federal government. He believed if they organized and came together on a strike, that he had the ability to go ahead and fire them because they were organizing against the federal government. That one single move has managed to destabilize unions. In fact, since 1983, the union membership percentage has dropped from 20% down to 10%. Even more so, 54% of adults in the United States thinks not having a union is a bad thing for the country. So it's no wonder why musicians are not empowered and not a part of unions. So what could be the solution? What can we do in order to take some action, get together, and make sure that our rights and needs are heard? In my opinion, the first step is to always gain knowledge. Right? It's time for you to go seek out and understand what unions are available for you as a musician. There are unions for independent artists. There are unions for musicians that play in sessions or play live. There are all types of music unions out there and available for you to join. So now's the time. Stop what you're doing. Stop watching this video, pause it, go sign up for a musicians union. I have a bunch of links down in the description for you to explore, learn more about those unions, and contribute to the cause. The United Musicians and Allied Workers Union starts as little as $3 per month. That's $36 a year, and you are able to reap the benefits of that community and that collective action. Speaking of some of their campaigns, right now they are supporting a bill that's in Congress right now that's called the Living Wage for Musicians Act. This is sponsored by Representatives Rashida Tlaib and Jamal Bowman, who have sponsored this bill and shared this bill that will help musicians make a living wage. That means there's a cost to the end user, and I'm sorry, but I get it. What should be explained is if you have a $10 subscription to something like Spotify, then your subscription would go up to about $15 on that same Spotify account. But that $5, that additional $5 difference will be sent to a third-party organization, something like Sound Exchange, and they will be sponsored by the government. The government will put this company together and help this company be funded, and then they will take those dollars and redirect them, redistribute them to musicians or rights owners who own the work on the streaming platforms. So in normal circumstances, when a musician has about 1,000 streams, their earnings for those streams on average is about $1.73. But if this bill passes, that will change. Musicians will earn an additional $10 on those same 1,000 streams, and that means that they would earn $11.73 for those streams. At the current moment, you need millions and millions of streams in order to make a living wage. And with the change of this bill, that means that that gap is going to slowly close. And I believe this is where fans can really contribute, can really make a difference for musicians and make our lives better, because we're supplying you with something that you want to listen on a regular basis that moves you emotionally. So in order to support this bill, you should go to the link down in the description. It's on UMAW's website. You can go support the bill. Right now, 14,000 people have signed this petition to support the bill, and we need even more individuals to do that. Even more so if you're a musician watching this, and I know a lot of musicians watch my videos, go sign up, go be a part of a union. We need the numbers. We need the contributions. We need the dues to support the work and the campaigns to argue for our rights. If we don't come together, it's only going to make it more difficult for us to make a living wage from the thing that we love to do. And let's be honest, other industries don't have to deal with this. People still go to the movies. People still watch television. People still watch streaming services. And those unions have collaborated in order for folks to be paid and compensated on a fair basis. But at the same time, they still contribute the same value to the end user and the consumer. So like I said, what are you waiting on? Go ahead and sign up to join a union. If you have any questions, leave them down in the comment section. I appreciate you watching this video. Be sure to share it with somebody that might get something out of it. Be sure to hit that like button, subscribe to this channel, and until next time, it's your homeboy WordPlay TJ. Peace. And when I wake up, take me home now. Every day I'm staring at the phone now. Yeah. Okay. 3 months gone, hanging on messages, and only adults know what the